Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get a general message from your ancestors and your angels. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, Virgos, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. All right, Spirit, what do we have for my Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus? What is the strongest energy here today? What is the message from their ancestors and their angels? So I do hope that you guys are doing well, that you guys had a good weekend, okay? So I'm going to get a card from Archangel Michael. Let's see what he may be trying to help you with at this time, okay? So you got two cards coming out, okay? So the first one, I see it says lean on God. It says and the angels for support. Dear God and angels, I give you this, and it says briefly describe your situation. It says now and completely. I step out of the way and I allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. So this is definitely that energy where it's almost like, do you know what, God, whatever you say at this point with this situation goes. I just need you to give me a sign, a synchronicity. I need you to give me something in that I'm making the right decision. But this is you surrendering to the divine. Or maybe there is a situation here that you need to surrender to the divine. Now the card that came out with it says this situation is already resolved. It says, I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. It says, thank you for resolving this. And then it says, in a divinely perfect way. So you see that it's almost like the problem's coming out, but then so is the solution. Some of you could be worrying about something where it's maybe out of your hands. It really feels like someone is just throwing their hands up and saying, hey, listen, whichever the direction is for peace, harmony, and balance, that's where I'm going. Everything else I'm willing to just throw up in the air. So I don't know if someone has been going through some sort of karma, because it kind of makes me feel like someone here has had to learn some sort, or is learning some sort of lessons the hard way. And it definitely makes me feel like it involves people, okay? This could be family, friends, people that you thought was friends, people that you thought you could trust, people that you thought you had support from. But it's given this energy, and ever since like the full moon, I mean, tell me guys if you feel like the same, right? But I feel like ever since the full moon in Pisces, it's almost like things have got a little messy, and it's like things that were hidden, it's like the smoke is clearing. It just feels like that full moon in Pisces has been slowly but surely bringing things to the surface. But show me more. And it could even, it could even talk about bringing things to the surface that maybe things that you thought you had dealt with in terms of your emotions and feelings and things like that. Some of you may have even experienced like a heightened psychic activities. I think I've been watching too many horror movies over the weekend. But you could, if you like are very intuitive, maybe you feel like your intuition is heightened or things like that. Maybe you've been having like kind of weird dreams or visions. I just feel like that moon did something. But moving on. What do we have from our Virgos? What is the message from their ancestors and their angels? All right, give me a card for now and a card for going forward. Thank you, Spirit. So we have within the next few months coming out. And going forward. We have remain positive. So there could be something that you may be experiencing for the next few months, okay? Some of you may find that you go for a tough time in a certain situation, but Spirit is saying, hey, listen, don't lose focus. Don't take your eye off the ball. It says lean on God and the angels for support because they already know the outcome of something. This situation is already resolved. You got your already at the bottom of the deck. What's trying to stick out? In the near future. But I also see if you believe. Yeah, look at that. Success right behind it. Things balancing out with that scales and compromise. And look at that. Abundance. So someone here, don't give up. But let's get the meanings. Okay, so what's interesting, I paused that on 601, okay, which would give me a number 7. So again, the 7 of Wands is that energy of standing your ground, it's fighting, it's not giving up, okay? It is pushing through all those trials and tribulations here. Now, you have within the next few months is on a page 86 here, which could be significant, or 68, but it boils down to a 14. And then the 14 boils down to a 5. So again, the 5s talk about change. Now it says, in the next few months, what you are asking about will occur. Divine timing means that other people's free will choices are also involved. So keep the faith while all of the pieces of the puzzle come together and the situation resolves itself beautifully. Now what's interesting going forward, you have remain positive. Remain positive. Whereas this was on 86, this is on 68. So you see that energy of things changing around? It's giving, why is it giving this energy here, Virgos, where it's almost like I'm hearing the first shall become last and the last shall become first. So remain positive, page 68. Okay, so it would still boil down to a 14, which would boil down to a 5. So you got 5, 5 out here. So the energy of 10, which is endings, new beginnings. But it says the angels are asking you to keep an optimistic attitude. There is a very positive momentum beginning to build towards the creation of your desires. You're speeding your dreams along by maintaining a cheerful and confident demeanor. It may seem as though your plans are taking a long time to manifest, but very soon you will see a change. Don't allow yourself to lose hope when your dreams are so close to coming true. Oh, and as we say that, on comes an advert. So look at the top of the advert. I don't even know if you can see it, but it says better help. So, you know, everything to me, right, is a sign, is a synchronicity. Nothing is by accident. But show me more. What is the message from their ancestors and their angel spirit? Give me a card for the next few months. What does Virgo need to know? What are we getting stuck on? What does Virgo need to know? What did we just say about the numbers? Well, at least what did I just say? Right? The card, the page, the numbers boil down to a 5. We had 5, 5, 10. Endings, new beginnings. You got the World card coming out. There could be something here about traveling, relocating. Some of you could be thinking about that. But it's almost like with this one person standing on this bridge and looking up to that world, and you've got lilies all around this person, right, and water. It's making me feel like you've got the whole world in your hands. Now, someone's going to hear that and say, girl, what are you talking about? My whole life right now is a mess. I feel like that was confirmation. Right? But I feel like it says, there is a change coming here for somebody. 29 or 92 could be significant, boils down to an 11. So even with the number 11 energy, right? That was a woman holding a coin, which is your energy. Look at that. You've got the sun at the bottom of the deck. But even with the number 11, it's giving me this energy of this person is standing on the bridge. So I do feel like there is something here about choices. Sometimes when we reach certain points in life, we can choose to fight or we can choose to give up. Now, whatever this test or fight that you may be going through, Spirit is saying it's not for the faint-hearted. And I'm hearing a song, and I'm trying to see who's singing it. I believe it's Jamil. And I believe Jamil says it's the strongest soldiers get the hardest fight. And the realest people live the hardest life. What's the energy? Victory and the sun? Not for long for someone. What is remain positive, Spirit? Actually, do I want to give me another one for world? Give me another one for the world card. Yeah, you got the thinking man coming out here. You're still getting the number 10. It's the thinking man. He's looking at, he's looking at something like a crystal or something like that here, right? Some of you definitely could be going through some sort of healing. I noticed the feathers in his hat, which the feathers for me can talk about communication, signs, synchronicities, downloads, message. But it's a number 46 or 64, but it boils down to a 10. So maybe some of you are going to have some sort of tough decision, masculines or feminines, but it does say the thinking man. But maybe you're going to have some sort of tough decision that you need to make within the next few months. Give me 2 cards for going forward. What is remain positive? What's trying to come with me? Victory is trying to come with me. And again, this number 10. Can't. Must be something about the number 10 today. 28 or 82. Right behind the victory card is that number 11, which I picked up here, right? With the world. But it says cornucopia. Yeah, I feel like some of you, something may have to do with your finances. Yeah, and as I say that, okay, I see the man holding a coin. And what's right behind him? You've got the angel of balance. But you do have your 6th chakra, which is like your 3rd eye. Some of you may need to walk away from something. You got the number 10 here again with this 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. But it's with the storm, number 10. This says storm warning. All right, I see a lot of energy here. Let me stick to what comes out on the table. What do we got? We have the yin yang. There's that balance, number 22. Okay, so there is balance coming in. Now the yin yang, I don't know if something is to do with a relationship. I don't know if this is about you balancing out your feminine and masculine side. But give me one more. Could be somebody coming into your life here. Oh, hostilities. Who's not happy though? Or is this about some of my Virgos maybe needing to put their guards down? Number 26 or 62, it boils down to a number 8. Some of you may have a karmic around you that you maybe, I was going to say that you need to deal with. Okay. Show me a little bit more about this hostilities. What is the energy of hostilities? It could be definitely something about communication. Maybe some of you, your mood is being kind of like fluctuating because of the situation around you. Goddess of the Moon. Now, I didn't get a card. Not a card. I didn't get a book with this deck. Okay, I know some people I've seen use this deck and they got a book with it. So I don't know if I just ordered it from the wrong person. But the Goddess of the Moon kind of makes me think of like the High Priestess. Some of you may be kind of a little bit defensive even to some sort of truth. Or I don't know if you're defensive towards some sort of downloads that you've been getting here with the goddess energy of the moon, all tied up with heartbroken. All right, show me more. Why is this energy here for Virgo? I didn't answer a question, but I will see what we have. The Knight of Earth, the Knight of Water, the Dreamer, and the Nine of Pentacles. There's something here about something about somebody following their heart. Now again, some of you, it could have something to do with desiring to be single, right? Or just desiring to be in a better place with the Nine of Pentacles energy, which talks about, you know, just enjoying life's little luxuries and things like that, being independent, self-sufficient, right? You feel good when you know you can stand on your own 2 feet. You feel good when you know you can take care of your bills and take care of your children and things like that. Who doesn't want to strive to be this energy? But sometimes it takes hard work to get here. Sometimes it takes consistency, focus, dedication, forgiving, letting things go, being in a equal yoked energy, right? Feeling balanced. And I feel like you know when you're a balanced person because there will be certain things that you come up against you and things that you have to face, you know, and you'll deal with them in a calm way. But for others of you, this could be about love. Knight of Cups. It talks about addressing your emotions, addressing your feelings. It talks about being in an energy where it's kind of, you know, you're feeling enthusiastic, happy, high vibrational. But there is confusion here. 2 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. There's a chance here for someone to have some sort of new beginning, to start again here with the 0 and the Dreamer. This is like the Fool card, but it requires taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. Give me a clear message. 3 cards. The King. Oh, I just heard The King and I. I know that's a movie. Maybe somebody's watched it recently. The King and I. Someone could have a lot of kids. But the King of Earth. Now it says a successful time. It says confidently accept opportunities you're offered. It says the Midas touch. But you have to be in that energy to manifest. You have to kind of almost be, you know, almost want to say being a little bit overly confident that you just know things are going to go your way. I know things are going to straighten out if they ain't where you want them to be right now. But you have to keep working towards that. Why is this King here? What is this? The Ace of Water. Who's suppressing their emotions and feelings here? Ah, I'm hearing a song. I can't remember who sings it. I'm just hearing the bit where they say, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Is that why we saw that broken heart? This says falling in love. Or it talks about maybe someone has been closed off from love and their emotions for a while. And I don't know if you met someone. I don't know what's happened, but it kind of feels like the ice may be melting around someone's heart and someone's getting scared. This also talks about spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, which we spoke about at the beginning. But it can also talk about a new home. So again, when I said relocation, moving, traveling, the world next to the thinking man. I'm hearing someone say to themselves, how will this work? Where there's a will, there's a way. How badly do you want something? But this Ace of Cups can also talk about self-love. So knowing your own worth here as well, Virgos, okay? But give me one for this King of Earth. I'm not even lying. It's like I see a vision of like... it's like spirit having a boot on. And it's like they're going to kick someone up the booty. Like, I don't know if this is like giving somebody some oomph or a kickstart that they need, or... What's this King of Earth? The Emperor. Shut up. Do you know who you are? This is Big Daddy. This is Big Boss. The Emperor. Number 4 could be significant here. But this talks about organization and logic, structure, discipline, leadership. And that's fine. You can still be all those things and still be someone who is loving, caring, and nurturing and open. Someone here may feel like they have a lot of responsibilities. The Emperor is usually someone who builds empires. He's a leader, like it says. This could be someone that people look up to. Masculines. Show me more. Because I see the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, look at what's right behind it. You've got balance. Someone needs to balance. Well, I was going to go into some patois then. Hold on. Maybe somebody's from the Caribbean. But you got balance with the 5 of Water, right? I don't know if there's something someone needs to let go of or from their past, or something could have something to do with someone's childhood or children, right? 10 of Air with the 6 of Water and, oh wow, and the 7 of Air, which is the 7 of Swords, which is like lies, cheating, deception. Somebody's been through something here where it's caused them to kind of say, do you know what, ain't nobody ever again gonna hurt me like that. 5 of Wands. This is an energy of competition, arguments, chaos. Too many people involved in a situation. Queen of Air with the 5 of Air. All of this messy energy at the bottom of the deck. Someone could have got some sort of warning or wise counsel and maybe they didn't listen to it. Someone, maybe this has something to do with an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. But the Queen of Air in the upright is talking to me, especially looking in this crystal ball, right? It's talking to me about letting go of people, places, and things that you are seeing very clearly now that doesn't serve you. This is a 6 of Air energy. The 6 of Air talks about moving to calmer waters. Give me one more. The King of Earth and the Emperor. I'm hearing the song again. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wild world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Look what is coming out with this masculine energy. Now, it is a number 17, which is one of the first things I pay attention to, is the number. Right, 17 or 71 could be significant, but it boils down to an 8. Now, when I said number 8, it's making me feel like someone here has been going round and round in some sort of endless situation. I don't know if you've been trying to fix something, solve something with someone with no results. That would be a sign for you. Okay. But it's the Star card, Aquarius energy, and the Star card talks about healing. It talks about rejuvenation. Some of you may need some sort of rest. Make sure you're putting time in for yourself. It's all very well being there for everyone else, okay? But you can't pour from an empty cup. It says happy times. It says make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. Some of you may already be on the right path, but I don't know if you've stopped to question. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So again, that reassurance here of, for some of you here, finances will pick themselves up. Some of you may be worried. I don't know if you're worried about family, because you got the 9 of Air right behind it here. Yeah, look at that 5 of Pentacles. Someone here is stressing out here. The 9 of Air talks about expecting the worst. But it also says self-fulfilling prophecies. So be careful what you think. Be careful what you say. Because it could very well be what you manifest. Yeah. 9 of Air. 5 of Earth. There's your energy. The Hermit. Some of you are vibrating from an ego and pride space. Some of you are worshipping material things too much. You got the Ace of Earth with the 3 of Fire. There is abundance going forward. Can you see the bigger picture? 3 of Fire is the 3 of Wands energy, where it talks about expansion and progress. Abundance. Going forward. 6 of Air with the 6 of Earth. Balance. The number 6s. But it looks like it does require maybe some sort of action from you for some of you. It says things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation. It says taking a trip. You got the thinking man in the world out here. Maybe some of you need a little vacay by yourself. Or a vacay with your boys or your girls. Whatever works for you. There it is. The world. There's some sort of new chapter here that is worth fighting for. Don't miss out on the opportunity. And I'm speaking to my feminines as well, because there goes the Queen. I don't know, there may be something here about, yeah, you got Justice and the 7 of Earth. All right, let me see what else comes out. Give me 3 cards for going forward. Thank you, Spirit. What does my Virgos need to know? Landing on the Emperor is the 10 of Fire. Landing on the Emperor is the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Earth. So the 10 of Fire, it does, what did I just say about this Emperor, right? I don't know if this is someone who needs to simplify their life, okay? Because the 10 of Fire can talk about somebody doing too much, working too much, stressing too much. This talks about your life being out of balance here. Someone here could even be, you know what, I hope it's a metaphor. Let me just cross there. Okay. But it's almost like I just heard stress can kill. I don't know if somebody has some sort of health issues. You've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is an energy of teamwork and collaboration. And it does talk about, you know, for me, it's slow build to that 10 of Pentacles energy. But it says the power of creativity. It says recognition for very high quality work. It says be a team player. So some of you worried about your work situation, like I said, I mean, I don't know how many times I can say, if you have the mindset for it, things will improve. But if you're one of those people that just kind of sit and whinge and whine, and that's not going to get you anywhere. Remain positive. Look at that. Oh, okay. I thought it was the ace. It's not. It's the 4 of air, and I'm saying remain positive. Anyway, the 4 of air, okay, it talks about, again, taking a rest. Someone here who needs to chill out. Who needs to Netflix and chill? And no, not in that way. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. It says meditation may provide answers. Spirit, show me a little bit about what that hostilities card is about. The Queen of Pentacles. Some of you married? King and Queen of Pentacles out here. Or is there a masculine out here who is afraid of a feminine energy? And when I say afraid, right, I don't know if this feminine intimidates you in some way, shape, or form. But like I said, it could be a relationship or a marriage that has kind of got a bit, you know, difficult to handle. Show me more about that hostilities card. What is the Queen of Earth? He has a sword in his hand. Is it something that somebody said? Yeah, you got the ego card. We just saw that earlier. Number 15 or 51 could be significant, but it boils down to a 6. Negative or fear-based thoughts. Somebody hides behind material things. But so this just landed on the situation is already resolved. It's a 6 of Pentacles. So again, that energy of things balancing out. I don't know if somebody wants to give somebody a gift with this 6 of Pentacles, but it says gifts of money, time, and effort. It also talks about a new career opportunities, and it says receiving a loan or paying off debts. Just clarify these 3 cards for that hostility, and then I'm going to move on. Look at another 6 of water. That landed on that hit that 4 of air. So someone's definitely reflecting on somebody from their past. Memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children. And it says romance in the past. So I'm going to need more. Show me the Queen of Earth and the 6 of water. King of Air in the reverse. Ooh. Somebody a liar in a situation? Or is just somebody not thinking clearly? King of Air in the reverse. Because in the upright, it talks about speaking your mind with confidence. So someone clearly isn't. It talks about seeking out professional advice. Somebody's not doing that. Maybe when they have an opportunity to do that. It says balance mental and emotional considerations. I feel like someone's all over the place. What's this King of Air in the reverse? If my Virgos ain't dealing with just a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini who is just a liar. I heard shit stirrer. The 2 of Pentacles, indecisive energy, unbalanced. So clarify ego. Message for Virgo. 7 of Pentacles. This is unnecessary worry. Now, in the ego card, right, you'll see he has on like a pouch or something here, or he has a bag of money, but you'll see that all the coins are kind of falling out of this bag. But this man has on a mask. Something to do with finances. Do you know what? Give me one on the 6 of coins. It came right back out, the 2 of coins. 6 of coins with 2 of coins makes the 8 of coins energy. And the 8 of coins talks about being recognized for very skilled work. It talks about being consistent, being focused, being dedicated. It talks about paying attention to details. It talks about someone who has mastered something. So don't give up for some of you, right? When it comes to your business, your craft, if you're self-employed. Because I see balance. Some of you may not know how. Yeah, don't give up. Look at the bottom of the deck. The 9 of fire. Some of you may be thinking about walking away from something. 8 of water. Oh, there I see definitely something happening when it comes to relationships. But show me more. So let's get some other cards, see what you need to know. And let's see if we can get you some inspiration as well. Three cards. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have healing, healed, and then healer. It says healing energy surrounds you and this situation. Yeah, I'm telling you something that has something to do with love. It says love life. It says the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. And then you have everything's okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. But the ones that you have coming out on the table, the first one says business venture. It says trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. And look at all the gold that the little, what are these little elves or something? Gnomes, whatever. I don't know. Look at all that gold. I'm hearing there's gold just waiting to be discovered. Okay, but again, you know, take it as a metaphor. You have perfect timing. It says this is the right time for you to move forward. And then you have, look, that's two cards. Where's the other card that said that? Oh, it's right here and it's going to sit right on top of it. Interesting. It says debt paid off. The Six of Coins says gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. So it says the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. Ashe. What else does Virgos need to know? Three cards. Thank you. And one more. Okay, so the three at the bottom of the deck, you have Isabella, and it says, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. It says a happy outcome follows your positive expectation. You have Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. It says, I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. And you see, I don't know if something here is about a pregnancy, a baby, or when I think of the Empress, okay, we had the Emperor out here. It's just about giving birth to new things. And then you have, someone may need to get their eyes tested. So you have Ray as well. It says yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Okay. And the three that came out, you have Mystique. It says keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. It says expect miraculous solutions to appear. Full speed ahead, even if you don't know what the outcome is. You just know in your gut, I'm going the right way. This is the right thing to do. For me or for you. You know what I mean. You have Anthea. Or Anthena. Whatever. It says it is safe for you to be powerful. It says you know how to be powerful in a way that benefits others as well as yourself. It says you know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Because it's reminding me when I said something about, I said something about that. There ain't nothing wrong with being like an emperor, being in charge, being this, being that, but still being open, being loving, right? And being open to receive that as well from someone else. Everything is about balance. You have Crystal. It says have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon you can't yet see. Three cards. What do we have? I don't know if someone's been trying to call somebody, or I don't know if someone's had like their phone disconnected, or they've changed their phone number or something like that. I'm hearing a really old song, and I'm just hearing the bit where he says, "Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line because every time I call my baby's number," I can't remember what he says after that. Okay, maybe somebody keeps going to call someone and they don't actually press the call button. Show me more. Okay. So I am seeing make time to play. It says have fun, be free. Never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. You also have, it says bet on yourself. Look how that was in the reverse though. But it says bet on yourself. It says take chances, reach your dreams. It says you've got this. You also have stop looking outside yourself for the answers. It says you already know them. And then you also have, do your thoughts need a reboot? It says focus on the good in your life, not on the bad that you can't change, especially if it's within other people. Okay. So give me 3 cards from this deck. What else does my Virgos need to know? And then we're going to close out with my favorite, Isis. What does Virgo need to know? One more, Spirit. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck. It's the cornucopia energy for me. You have infinite abundance. It says you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Some of you could do something with like food. Maybe you like chefs or cooks or something like that. I'm hearing something about vegan. I don't know if you like do vegan meals or you have a vegan restaurant. But it says options. It says consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Okay, again, weighing out the pros and the cons. You see the scales here about this balance again. You have environmentalist. It says you're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. Okay. Now the ones that have landed on the table, the first one I see, it says a speaker. It says your life purpose involves your skills of Orion, whatever that is. You also have author. Wow. So that is heavy energy here, I feel like. With the speaker, the author, and the books, there's something heavy here about somebody telling their story. Now, some of you could already be writers or something like that. Maybe you've been thinking of writing a book. Yeah, look how she has like the angel over her. But it says you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. It says make the time to write it. You also have books. And it says you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. There could also be something here as well, Virgos, about studying, learning more, right? Especially if it's something that you are interested in. Some of you may have been thinking about going back to school or college or uni or something here. Maybe even an online course that you can do from home. It's making me think of that energy. What I can't remember which one it was at the bottom of, where it spoke about, yeah, healing, healed, and then the healer. Your story could go on to help many. So let's get your last card for my Virgos. Yeah, I don't know if somebody wants to see someone, or because I'm hearing, ain't that Bruce Forsyth? Oh, that just made me think of like best friend, BF. But I'm hearing when he says, nice to see you, nice. You're going to be happy to see somebody. Maybe you saw somebody over this weekend. Or you have plans to see somebody over this week. But how do you want to close this reading for my Virgos? What are we getting stuck on? Truth unveiled. The revelation of Isis. And pillar of light. All right, it makes me feel like somebody's seeing somebody for who they are. And I feel like it's in a good way. I don't know if someone has helped somebody, right, with that pillar of light. It's making me think of almost like a lighthouse. Like, and the lighthouses, when I think, ain't they there to like keep the ships and things like that safe, to help guide them and things like that, so they don't crash. Someone here could be getting some sort of advice here, and maybe they're grateful for that advice because maybe it did help somebody not completely crash and burn. I don't know. But give me one card. It's one card, Spirit. For my Virgos, how do you want to close out this reading? That one. What is this? Pyramid of light. We were just talking about light. It says, step your vibration deeper into love. Wow, yeah. Is there a feminine energy that has helped to heal or healed a masculine? Look at the bottom of the deck. Miracle of Isis. Miraculous healing of the goddess. You see how she's on the back of this man? There could be something here about the eye of Osiris. Is it the eye of Osiris or the eye of Horus? Yeah, sorry, I just had to check. The eye of Osiris. But when I just pressed it, I also saw, I don't know if someone is like into like Odin and or Freya. But you have coming out divine sun child. It says blessings of the sun falcon. Now that's Horus. I know Horus works with falcons. But let me find it. Divine sun child. And when you think of sun, I do think of masculine energy. And to be honest, you know, heavy. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is out here, but as a masculine energy, the Emperor is out here. So it says, blessings of the sun falcon, the divine sun child, Horus, son of Isis and Osiris. Flowing to you now, it says, beloved initiate. It says, it is time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without the veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. Blessings of the sun falcon herald the time when the divine legacy is being born. It is your time to burn bright. Okay, let's read the incarnation. It says, Horus, falcon of the golden sun, my creative energies have begun to shine bright and strong, help my creative projects along, to fulfillment and completion pure, with your will and light so sure. Horus, falcon of the golden sun, my success and winnings now come. Okay. Well, when you get them, don't forget your girl. But Virgos, that is what I have, okay? I do hope that something has helped to inspire you. almost I want to say to convince you to continue, to stand strong, to be strong, because you are strong. Okay? Don't give up. Virgos, stay safe. Love and light, guys.